All right, let's go from the ridiculous to the very serious, and this is ticket prices. You've probably been watching up and down the country. There's been mass protest by everyone, by the way. Every club in unison, even clubs coming together, have been protesting about the rise of ticket prices. United have done something quite extraordinary, to be honest with you. That they've put their tickets on sale, open sale, about 2,000 to 3,000 on open sale. Obviously, the rest of them are season ticket holders, because of the increase in price and the clapback really on them raising their ticket prices to 66 quid, which is a joke.
No, it's a disgrace.
It's a joke.
It's a disgrace. And do you know when you have this conversation, Andy,
I am going to play devil's advocate with you, though.
No,
don't argue with me. We're gonna have an argument on air. But
Okay.
I'm just going to play. No, you go first. I'm going to play devil's advocate from the businessman standpoint. I'm going to try and put my businessman
What I think
hat
is
on.
really important though for us to do here. Obviously, you're a Liverpool fan and I'm a Chelsea fan. Generally speaking, when we have conversation about football, we will always do it through the lens of tribalism. I will always look at it through a Chelsea lens. I think with this, what we really do need to try and demonstrate is that everybody's on the same side here. I support Tottenham. I don't want Tottenham fans to be ripped off. I want Arsenal to have a good atmosphere because there is no victory in it for me, a Chelsea fan, for Arsenal to be a sterilised, soulless corporate bowl. Yeah. I don't find any joy in that. It shouldn't happen. So I do think that it's very important, and this is why it was so good last week. You know, when Manchester fans of Manchester clubs and fans of Liverpool clubs, when you think that those two cities, they are enemies.
Each other.
They are enemies, and that manifests itself in football. Yeah. And yet you had City fans and Liverpool fans singing from the same hymn sheet. You had United fans and Everton fans singing from the same hymn sheet. It really is important that we do our best to put any tribalism aside here.
Yeah, and you watch football from a European standpoint. Like when you watch some of those away games, whether it be in Turkey or Greece, and the atmosphere is incredible.
And when they come to England, like
they're singing them, they're the ones that are really
taking over.
They're taking over the stands, aren't they?
They're
taking over because again, ticket prices in those countries, they're not being ripped off.
And fan culture is allowed to flourish. Fan culture here is stifled. It's ultimately the clubs and the police are part of that, but the clubs especially, they don't want a vibrant atmosphere.
All right, let's talk from the owner standpoint,
right?
If we can, let's have a mature conversation. Let's not call each other names here. Mature conversation from the owner's standpoint. Can you understand why the owners want to increase prices?
I have no issue with price increase.
Yeah,
just do it in line with inflation. Just do it completely in line with inflation.
Why? If you're a business owner, why are you thinking about inflation? You're just thinking about getting most for those ticket prices you can.
No, because it's not a commodity.
It is
No, it isn't.
It is.
No. So do you agree when?
No. See, this is the problem. See, you're making it. See, it's me. I'm not. I'm saying. Okay. Let's play me as the business owner.
So within the role that you're playing there, in this weird role play that we're going to now talk. Do you remember? Do you remember Liverpool's former owners, Hicks and Gillette?
Yeah.
Do you remember when they said something along the lines of Liverpool being a product in the way that Weetabix was a product?
Yeah.
Do you believe that's true?
To an extent.
Okay,
as a business owner, I've got my business owner hat on. Yes.
See, I don't
like the way
believe
the New York Yankees are a business, and like the way the LA Lakers. Remember, these are all American owners. No. But remember, these are all American owners, and they view it like that. They view it like
they're wrong. It's not the same. It's not the same thing. You know what you are not if you are a season. Let's just use clubs that we aren't involved with. Newcastle United. You've got a season ticket on the Gallagate. Do you know what you are not? You are not a customer. You are a fan. You are not a customer.
That's what I'm trying to say. You think that's true, and I'm trying to say these new owners don't think that. They don't think the way you're thinking. No, but they have a
responsibility to think that. They have bought into this league. They have a responsibility to pay homage to this league's rules.
Agreed, but they have bought the club. They own the club now. So if they own the clubs and we've allowed them to come in and buy our clubs, right? If they own the clubs, they're coming in as business owners and we want to make as much money as humanly possible from this club. If I can charge 66 quid a ticket, but wait a minute, I can now charge 200, I'm going to take the 200.
No, but you're talking about it as in ownership. You're talking about owning it as if in the way that you own your mobile phone, for example. When you own a football club, you aren't the owner of it per se. You are the mere custodian of it. Your responsibility is to look after it, to make it as successful as possible, and to pass it on to the next generation.
Agree.
That is the point of an owner, if you want to use that word, owner of a football club. You don't own it in the way that I own my mobile phone and I could sell it at cash converters if I wanted to. You don't own a football club. You can't strip its assets. You can't sell its state. You can't put it out of existence.
No, but you can sell it. You own it. They can then resell it.
But the point is you are a custodian. And that is what the fit and proper persons test should incorporate. You should ask people when you buy a football club. So when Todd Boehly and Bedad Eghbali bought Chelsea, one of the questions should be, where's the money from? Is the money clean? Obviously, I appreciate that's very important. The second question should be, why do you want it? Why does Todd Boehly, a man who's never worked in European sport before, want to buy a Chelsea football club? Is it because he studied in London during the 80s and he thoroughly enjoyed watching Pat Nevin play football? Or is it because he looks at it and he realises that the land is worth a fortune, that the Premier League is almost like the Wild West compared to the American sport that he would be used to?
Yeah.
And he thinks he can make a quick buck out of it.
An NFL club like
No,
this.
they won't let you.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, this is the Wild West. Sport in Europe is the Wild West compared to the draconian rules around, say, the NFL.
I just think, that the majority of football clubs in this league, the Premier League we're talking about, are American-owned now. It's now the majority. And I think that we need to look at what they do when it comes to ticket prices in NFL, NBA, or Major League Baseball games and realise it's going that way over here. And we somehow have to stop it. And I don't know if we can.
Can I... Last week, I was privileged enough to work on this station with... you're obviously a Liverpool fan. You know the Spirit of Shankly?
Yeah. Gareth
Roberts, who's part of the Spirit
Fantastic.
of Shankly. So I worked with him.
Yeah,
I worked with him last week and spoke to him about this. And he's incredibly articulate, incredibly knowledgeable discussing this issue. He made a great point to me. Nobody has issue with ticket prices rising. Of course, ticket prices today shouldn't cost the same as what they cost in 1990.
Yeah.
But just to demonstrate the comparison, in 1990, to be on the Kop, it cost you £4. It has gone up to a level that is now £39. So it's gone from £4 to £39. If your pint went up by the same, your pint would have gone from £1.40 to £11.50. That isn't fair inflation, because your pint today doesn't cost £11.50 unless you're drinking in one of the swanky establishments that you frequent.
Okay, and this is we're gonna continue this after break, but this is my point with you. How much do you think, remove your emotion from it, Mr. Jennings, here for a second. How much do you think they can get from that? This is to go and watch Liverpool in the Kop, right? You're talking about one of the most well-established clubs in the world. How much do you think they can get for that ticket?
I think you're asking the wrong question. I don't think that's a question you should ask. It isn't about how much can you get for it.
No, but that's what they're thinking.
No, but they're asking the wrong question. My point is that
they're thinking, how much do you think we can get for this ticket?
Do you know why people want to go to Liverpool?
Atmosphere, energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you deprive the people that generate atmosphere and energy from the stadium, there is nothing in it for a tourist to go to that to go to that stadium. Like, the reason why Liverpool on a European night means something. The reason why Liverpool Football Club, in these magic nights that they have at Anfield, that annoyingly I've witnessed, I was there for the ghost goal and whatever else, the reason why that exists as this commodity that you can sell is because of the people that sit in the Kop and make banners and make flags and make noise and probably let off the odd smoke bomb that they shouldn't. The reason why it's such an amazing, visceral experience is because of them, not because of a day tripper who's a billionaire from Chicago.
I think the owners of these clubs, and I'm talking about all the clubs in the Premier League, are having a big problem trying to increase gate revenue.
But gate revenue is irrelevant to a football team. Gate revenue is completely irrelevant to a football team. It is change down the back of the sofa. If you charge football fans an extra £25 on a ticket, that will price out a lot of fans, and it won't make a dent in your overall budget. They're doing £1 billion deals for TV. What on earth does an extra £1 million per game do? All of that additional money will come together to form half of Mohamed Salah's yearly salary.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.